We're live, we're live. All right, howdy guys. Today we're talking my personal favorite year for music, which is 1967. Yeah, woo! There's so many great records that came out that year. It's just silly. Like, what was going on? So, personally, to me, that's the best year of music. That's, if you're talking music, 1967. It's an amazing year for music. So, let's dive into that shit. So, these are a couple of them that we're gonna plop off right off the bat. I don't think that's the word for it, but hey, what? 1967, Sgt. Pepper's, are you kidding me? Yeah, this is just amazing. Sgt. Pepper's, Paul McCartney, John Lennon, Ringo, and then George Harrison. Just, he's got a soft voice. Amazing album, The Lonely Hearts. I mean, this is crazy. This is a fantastic start. Not only did they do that, they're like, hey, let's do that album, but wait, let's go ahead and go on that mystery tour together. So they did Magical Mystery Tour. These both came out in the same, this is, whoa. Pretty amazing stuff. I should put these behind me. Here we go, now they're hidden. Now we can't see what records are upcoming. I got a big list of why 1967 is an amazing year for records. So, still looking at Magical Mystery Tour. This one's just, this one's a special one. This is a nice older copy that I got. It's pretty torn apart, so maybe one day I'll get a new one. But as for now, that's a copy that I got. What? The Kinks, something else by the Kinks. Now we're talking David Watts. David Watts, Death of the Clown, Harry Rag, Dave Davies fan, Ray Davies fan. This album was the year that came out that year. Pretty cool. And then Flowers by the Rolling Stones. Let's get that kicked off. The thing I like about this album cover is they all have these little leaves, but then you get to Brian Jones, and he's just a stick. He's just a stick on the album. But everyone else has leaves, but it's kind of funny thing. 1967. Ruby Tuesday, that's on that one. Bob Dylan. Okay, so Bob Dylan is coming out with John Wesley Harding, one of my favorite Bob Dylan albums. This thing is fantastic. If you're really looking for that warm-hearted Bob Dylan, you know, sitting by yourself, not talking to anyone, this is the record to put on. If you're not, yeah. John Wesley Harding, I'll Be Your Baby Tonight. It's a fantastic album. This one I've had for a while. I picked it up for like $5 one day. But 1967, another crazy album to come out with that year. What's this? Whoa, it's a hot one. We got Captain Beefheart. Captain Beefheart's dropping Safe as Milk. And this is a safe album to listen to. It's got Dropout Boogie and Zigzag Wanderer, Surf and Turf, Electricity. Really good stuff. Autumn's Child, Calling Me. This album is really great. And the fun thing about this one is that I actually have it on white vinyl. So Safe as Milk on white vinyl. In June 1967, Buddha Records was put that one out. Captain Beefheart. Oh, what? Jimi Hendrix, Are You Experienced? We got Jimi Hendrix. We got Mitch Mitchell's drums. That's one of my favorite drummers too. So this is a solid one. The debut album by Jimi Hendrix, Are You Experienced? Purple Haze, Manic Depression. Just some fantastic stuff. That came out in that year too. So what is going on with this year? So we got some more stuff happening over here. What? The Doors. The Doors are dropping, well, not only Strange Days, but they're dropping their first album. And then we're like, hey, we got some other stuff we're gonna throw out. So in the same year, just like the Beatles, 2 fantastic records back to back. I mean, this is nuts. Break On Through. We got Strange Days. People Are Strange. Then we got the end, which is pretty funky. Weird stuff. Morrison. So people that like the Doors, that was the year they kicked off the Doors. If you're into that, and they definitely could groove together. These guys were fantastic. So that's cool that we got 2 studio albums by the Doors that year. What? We got Pink Floyd. I'll do more of an unboxing on this one because this is the Record Store Day limited release of the first album, Piper at the Gates of Dawn. Really cool record. This one's a fun one to check out. But 1967, 90s, what are we doing? So, another fantastic album to come out that year. What? And to top it off, Velvet Underground and Nico. I've already talked about this one. Oh, it's my favorite band, but all these records, 1 year, it's pretty crazy. There's a whole nother list, so let's keep diving into it. Also, Hendrix put out Axe as Bold as Love the same year. So another album that year that Hendrix put out. Fantastic. Love put out Forever Changes that year. Days of Future Past by the Moody Blues. Mellow Yellow. Donovan ended up putting out Mellow Yellow that year. So that's another one to put out there. Smiley Smile, released September 12th, 1967. Another fantastic, the 12th studio album by the Beach Boys. The Who Sells Out, the 3rd studio album by The Who. It was released on December 15th, 1967. I actually think I have that in here somewhere, but I didn't pull it out ahead of time. But The Who is a fantastic band. Goodbye and Hello by Tim Buckley, 1967, if you're a big Tim Buckley fan. After Bathing at Baxter's by Jefferson Airplane, which is the 3rd studio album by Jefferson Airplane. The Rolling Stones also put out Between the Buttons that year, 1967. The Bee Gees putting out some records that I'm not a big Monkees fan, but they put out Headquarters that year. All these albums are all from the same year. Pretty crazy to think about, but definitely personally my favorite year for music. There was just something in the air that year, so go ahead and check out some of those bands and tell me what your favorite year for music is. That'd be cool to check out what you think the best year for music is. So thanks for talking wax today. Go ahead and subscribe, and big dragon will pop up and blow smoke all over the screen and spin a wheel, and then that'll catch on fire. So go ahead and subscribe and see if that happens. Cool.